Today on Suncoast View, a Suncoast commissioner is under scrutiny for remarks about a Palmetto Park. We'll discuss.
It's the perfect time of year to grab a great book and head to the beach. Bookstore One brings us books to die for.
And you can beat the summer heat with a circus spectacular at the Ringling. We have a preview. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show, and a big welcome back to Candace McCalia.
Thank you.
360 PR.
I feel like I haven't been here in a long time.
We have missed you,
Thanks.
but you have obviously been up to some very great things. We had caught on social media that your company, your PR company, 360, was recognized at the Chamber Awards.
Yes,
Tell us about the honor.
We were really thrilled and honored and proud. We were a finalist in the Small Business Awards for Professional Services Company of the Year at 360. That's my amazing team, part of them. But yeah, really what an honor. The Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce does this every year, and it's really an acknowledgement for small business owners in Sarasota, and it means a lot when you're working every day and you're a business owner, and just to get that acknowledgement that your work is seen as important and that you're doing a good job. The winner in our category wound up being Tandem Construction, which is a fabulous construction firm here in town, and then the other finalist in my category was the Music Compound, which is another really great organization. And then the overall winner for Small Business of the Year was Habitat for Humanity.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and a huge thank you to the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce because it means a lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's like the Academy Award.
And I know when you went off, how many years has it been since you've started 360?
6 years, six and a half years.
And that had to be it's not probably nice to get the recognition now in the positive feedback, but I know that had to be a scary jump for you.
It was, and I think for any business owner to start their own firm is definitely scary. You don't have really any safety net, but I think it's something that you just, I felt in my case, I had to do it. I wanted to give it a try. Started in my house, in in the office with one client, and over the last 6 years have grown steadily and just feel very blessed and thankful.
Oh, that's so great.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
We're proud to
you.
celebrate the milestones with you. When you moved your business downtown, we were excited, and as you've grown your team, so congratulations. No
Thank
small
you.
feat. We're
Thank
happy
you.
to see you getting the recognition. We're also happy that you're here because we're going to have some good food. And the reason I know is because we have a good friend in the kitchen today, Chef Mel from Whole Foods Market. Welcome back, Mel.
Hello.
World traveler she
Oh,
is.
yeah.
You just got back from a trip over the pond. Yes?
My mum turned 89, so I went and took my mum to see 42nd Street on the London stage, and ate myself stupid around London, I believe the expression is.
Well, what are you making for us today?
I'm making a white peach arugula salad, very summery, let's not turn anything on in the kitchen, and keep it cool.
Oh, I love it. All right, we love your recipes. You always give us great recipe ideas, and you also teach us about produce that we don't know about.
Yes.
So we can't wait to join you later on in the show. Well, Linda, I was Facebook stalking you over the weekend, and you had a big weekend too. Tell us about what you did with the kids.
There are very few men involved except a 7-year-old. We went to the Oslo Rep to see Jungle Book. The 5-year-old and the 7-year-old, Lila and Leo, and my daughter Kathy, the kids had never seen a play before. And Lila kept saying, this is going to be written in my journal, because I saw my first play when I was 5, and I was saying, I hope they like it.
So cute.
If you love theater, then you've always got an escape. You've always got something that will make you happy. They loved it. They wanted to see it over again. They're used to rewind, so play it again.
Oh, how great. I know that the first exposure of theater to a child is important, because if they don't like it, I know it can be very difficult to bring a kid back to the theater.
Yes.
But they're fans?
Oh, they are.
So it's a good one to
awesome.
take the kids to.
And I think they got the messages in it.
Yes.
Everybody is our family.
Yeah.
And we treat everybody good, not just the bears and the snakes.
Yes, this was a very different Jungle Book than a lot of us knew from before. It did unfortunately close on Sunday after a very successful run at Oslo Rep, but I know it appears as though they're trying to get more into programming for younger audiences, so we can keep an eye out that. And we know that we don't have a shortage of great theater for all ages here on the Suncoast.
Right, there's always great theater for adults, but if you start taking the kids, they're going to want to go all their lives.
Yes.
So we've got like 60 years in the future to entertain those people.
That's great. You know, a couple years ago they said that theater was dying, you know, that kids, the next generation wasn't interested, and I'm so happy to see that is not true. That has been disproved many times right here on the Suncoast.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, well, we're going to take that happy feeling down just a notch, because I had a scare this morning that I want to share with everyone else, so you have the same.
Oh, we can get scared.
You bring us all into your misery.
We can be anxious as a group. A new warning came out for pool owners that says check your pool noodles, you know, the floating styrofoam noodles. An Arizona family found a snake taking refuge inside of their pool noodle toy.
Oh my gosh.
They said that the snakes love the dark spots in the noodle. So make sure and put those pool toys away when you store them in sealed containers. I have to tell you, this is my worst nightmare.
I've got to get a long stick. Although I don't want to poke a snake.
Yes. Well, I know a lot of times we'll just leave, you know, people will just leave the noodles and other, you know, pool toys out. And especially the noodles, what's going to happen to them. But this is a check your noodles. This is a good warning.
We put our pool toys in a bin, but I always even worry when I open that bin. It just freaks me out. Freaks me out. That would make me probably have a heart attack. On the
mine
spot.
are in a bin, but I'm afraid now to go home and look.
Right.
See what else is in that bin.
Right.
So it's just a warning. We don't want to ruin the fun for you, but
Too late.
I got the push notification on the ABC7 app this morning about that story, and I have not been calm since. So
because we have, when I first came here, I went to a show at Jungle Gardens, and they said in Florida every tree has a snake in it. So I've been afraid to walk under trees ever since.
Oh man.
yeah, so there we go. Nice little unsettling to start.
Awesome.
Don't look up. Don't look up.
This is my cardio. It gets my heart going. So, all right, it is time for our first hot topic. And the city of Palmetto has been offered some help in redoing the 17th Street City Park. The Tri-County Jeepers, it's a local Jeep club, they said they would pay for improvements in exchange for holding a Jeep show there a couple times a year. Plus, they would install some Jeep-themed playground equipment. But one commissioner said she wasn't sure because, quote, girls don't play with Jeeps. Little girls still dream of chasing butterflies and rainbows. This seems a little old-fashioned to me, this comment.
I would have liked Jeeps better when I was a little girl than rainbows and butterflies.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, my daughter's played with the Jeeps and cars. I mean, she's definitely more calm than my son and not as into it, but still she plays with cars and Jeeps, and we have a Jeep and she loves to ride in the Jeep and she wants to drive it eventually, so that's silly.
It just seems like an old-fashioned statement to me. Like, you know, well, no, but boys will like the Jeeps, but the girls won't like them. The girls want butterflies and rainbows and unicorns. And, you know, it doesn't matter. Maybe kids like both, but...
Like, just think.
Yes.
Just think before you say.
Yeah, and they use their imagination, and the Jeep becomes many other things in their
Right.
imagination.
I think Barbie has a Jeep. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. This kind of seems to me like a win-win, and I'm sure maybe there's more about it that I don't know, of course. But if a group wants to come in and in exchange for using the park a couple times a year, they will
What a
redo
great
it
deal.
and put in, you know, toy equipment and stuff. I think this is great.
Oh,
so
I do too.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
Right.
Or wait, maybe that's not the same.
Gift Jeep.
A gift Jeep.
All right. Well, I'm not so good with the sayings, and I'll probably not be good with the next one. You know, you've heard of the 3-second rule. Well, when food hits the ground, it's okay to eat it within 3 seconds. That's that rule. Now Netflix is establishing a 5-second rule, meaning Netflix has reportedly banned employees from looking at each other for more than 5 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
This is part of their anti-harassment policy. So no zoning out allowed.
Can't be real.
Lingering hugs are not allowed. Also, no touching for a lengthy period of time. You also cannot ask for your coworker's phone number. What do you think? Have we gone too far?
Yes.
Absolutely. We've lost friendship. Friendship has gone down. Just politeness.
Right.
And the last thing anybody wants is not to be looked at ever. To
Sure.
never be noticed, to
And
never
it
be
just
a
goes
human
to
being.
home- We're turning into this society where we're all texting and emailing and relating to each other on social media, and it's not really a good thing. We're losing that interpersonal communication, which that's kind of out there.
This seems like an overcorrection to me.
Yes, it does.
And we are losing some humanity, especially as so many more companies are moving toward this work-life balance.
Right.
The idea that then you're eliminating any interpersonal interaction at work.
And how are you going to monitor that?
Exactly.
4 seconds.
1001, 1002.
There are
very
some good
bizarre.
things, I read more about the policy. There are some good things kind of buried in there under these more sensational things. One of them was if someone does something, makes an inappropriate action toward you, you are encouraged to say out loud, no, stop doing that, don't do that again, which would then alert your coworkers that there's an issue. So there are some things in there that make sense, but
That's kind of
Linda,
weird.
that's been 4 seconds. And don't go asking for my phone number.
Right.
All right, well, if you're someone who likes to catch extra Z's this weekend, well, you might not be lazy. You might actually be saving your life. A new study in the Journal of Sleep Research found that getting more sleep on the weekends is comparable to getting a consistent 7 hours a night, even if you skipped out a little during the week. It even kept subjects' mortality rates the same in both categories. There's no real understanding how or why this works. Are you someone who catches up on sleep, on the weekend when you can?
Oh, no, I don't want to waste my weekend. I've got things I want to do, fun things to do. Even reading, I'd get up and read, but I don't want to waste it sleeping.
I would sleep all weekend if I could. I love sleep. I love taking naps. I'm not a morning person. I love to sleep in. I definitely catch up on the weekend.
This goes against what I remember in high school. There was that whole idea, because I know I'd sleep until noon on the
Right,
weekends because I was so
same.
tired. And there was a study that said you can never, you can't catch
up on your sleep.
But now this is this new study. If you listen long enough, there'll be a study
Right.
for
Right.
everything. But Linda, you don't sleep very much, do you? I just noticed. I think you're up late, but then you're always here.
I'm not up
early.
so late, I'll have to admit. Lately, I'm like in bed by 9:30. Yes. Depends on what's on ID Discovery. If there's a good murder going on, then I might be up later to watch it. But otherwise, I go to bed early, then I get up at 6:30. So.
All right. Well, good news. If you need, you can catch a little extra, a little nap on the
Until the
weekend.
next study comes out.
Exactly,
Yes.
until that next study. All right, it is official. You probably heard this last week. ABC has announced a Roseanne spin-off will debut this fall called The Conners. It will involve no creative or financial involvement from the fired star Roseanne Barr. And it will star all of the other remaining characters from the show. The internet seems to be a little bit divided, with some fans applauding the move by ABC so that 200 cast and crew members don't lose their jobs due to Roseanne's tweet. But others question, how's the show going to survive without the title character? Barr opened up about the tweet over the weekend, saying that it was taken the wrong way, but that it was her own ignorance, and she apologizes to anyone hurt. What do you think about this? Will you watch?
Well, I think they need somebody to fill that role, a different character, a different personality maybe. But she was such a strong character. I don't know how they can do it around her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I didn't think she was necessarily the most interesting character. I thought her family was very interesting, but she was the antagonist a lot.
She was
She would,
Right.
center of the wheel.
yes, so she would bring out the worst in Aunt Jackie, or she would,
Exactly.
fight with the kids. So do you think bringing in another character is necessary then?
I do, and it doesn't have to be somebody like Roseanne. They don't have to recast that part. They just need some.
How are they gonna? I don't know how they're gonna write her out of it. I mean, what are they
Yeah.
gonna say where she is?
I know. I mean, remember the
maybe
original
she's gonna
series
die.
ended with Dan,
Yeah.
her husband, passing away, and then they kind of fudged that to start
so
this
this
again.
time it'll be Roseanne, and he'll get married again. Oh, that
It could be.
interesting.
There was a very
Maybe.
interesting, not a conspiracy theory, but an idea online that Rosie O'Donnell could come on as Roseanne's cousin,
they
relative.
are
That'd be
alike.
funny.
They
That
are
would be
Yes.
funny.
I mean, this isn't the first time. Other shows have done this. Do you remember the Hogan Family with Valerie Harper? It was originally called Valerie. This was in the late 80s. She
that's
left,
true.
and Sandy Duncan came
Yep.
in and raised the family. And the
Right.
show had a whole nother life for the new character.
But then it's only a matter of time before, Rosie O'Donnell tweets. So
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. You might want to go with a safer
prepare-
actress.
Prepare for that role when we come open.
Good point. Good call, Candace. All right. Well, they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that is true for our pets as well. I'm sure this little girl is well loved, but she is also the new world's ugliest dog. That's actually a competition. She won. Her name is Zsa Zsa. She is a 9-year-old English bulldog, and her tongue at broad stance won her owner $1,500.
Oh.
I see a lot of internet memes.
Yes, I do too. I do too. I mean, there is something about a dog with a excessive tongue. But she is a cutie, and I love that her name's Zsa Zsa. There's just something about naming
They see the beauty
dog.
in her, the
Yes,
sexy beauty.
yes. All right. Well, a fun little way to end, and everyone's considered beautiful to someone, especially if you can get $1,500 for it.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we get a preview of the Summer Circus Spectacular.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather update. We are looking at a line of showers again and thunderstorms starting to march toward the northwest. Located now throughout Charlotte County, really starting to pick up just to the southeast of Northport. Those are moving to the northwest at 5 to 10. Expect the possibility of some heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, and some ponding of water on the roadways there as a result of the heavy rainfall. They're slow movers. Punta Gorda now with the heaviest shower in Northport, also starting to see some rain. Has some scattered showers in Manatee County. Not a lot of heavy stuff yet, but we do expect that to intensify as we progress through this afternoon and into this evening. A good chance for more of that shower and thunderstorm activity to continue up until around 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Scattered about the Suncoast. Now, there are some changes in store as high pressure will once again get knocked down to our south. But Tuesday, look for similar conditions. Well, much more in the forecast, obviously. Those winds out of the southeast at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. More in your weather forecast coming up today at 5. See you then.
And now, straight from the stage of the Summer Circus Spectacular at the historic Oslo Theater, we bring you Duo Fusion. They're a husband and wife hand-balancing act with a twist. The wife does most of the heavy lifting. Virginia and Giovanni are one of the world-class acts in this brand new show produced by the Circus Arts Conservatory and Ringling Museum. Take it away, guys. Wow! I don't believe what I just saw. That is unbelievable.
Thank you.
And there's another member of the group, right? And here she is, your daughter. Who is this young lady?
Oh, Sophia.
Sophia.
Our 6-month-old daughter.
How old is she?
6 months.
6 months old. So you
Yes.
took a little time off there.
Yes, I took. Last time I performed, I was 2 months old pregnant, and then when I get back, I was 3 months after the baby.
3 months after she
Yeah.
was. Would you want her to do this someday?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Would
I
you?
would love. Yes.
Likes the microphone.
She likes. Yeah.
But what you do is dangerous, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is danger, and the fact that we are doing so many shows a week, it's hard to keep it perfect. But we try our best.
But this is a very big guy, and you're lifting him.
Yes.
Is there a trick?
Well, there is a lot of balance, concentration, and strength, of course.
Oh, she loves this mic. We've got a star in the future.
Yeah.
Well, it's very dangerous, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is danger, but we trust each other, yes.
Yes, it's practice a lot of hours a day, but now stay with this act for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything is okay.
So sometime when you've got one or the other up in the air, do you ever say, okay, I told you not to do that? Any arguments going on?
Well, at the beginning, sometimes when you are kind of putting the act together, it was harder, but now we really have like more than 10 years working together and being like a husband and wife for a long time. Now we are in good shape now.
Yeah, there's nothing like keeping a couple together by holding one another over your heads.
Literally. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I couldn't believe it.
Thank
well,
you
we
so
want to
much
tell
for
everybody
inviting
you can see this show and don't miss it. It is at the Ringling Museum in the historic Oslo Theater, the Summer Circus Spectacular, and it's going to be there through July 28th. For tickets and information, go to their website, ringling.org. Let us see a little bit more of this before we go out.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Excuse me a minute. Hi, Dad. No, don't try to get up.
Hi, I'm Julie, a right-at-home caregiver. And if I'd been caring for Tom's dad, I would have noticed some dizziness that could lead to balance issues. That's because I'm trained to report any changes in behavior, no matter how small. So Tom could have peace of mind.
We'll be right there. We have to go.
Hey, Tom, you should try Right at Home. They're great for us.
The right care, right at home.
Florida Studio Theater presents Always Patsy Cline, extended due to popular demand. A tuneful tribute, the story of Patsy's rise to stardom is told by her biggest fan. Featuring such hit songs as Walkin' After Midnight, I Fall to Pieces, Crazy, and many more you know and love. Critics are calling Always Patsy Cline a genuine hit. Audiences are calling it outstanding. Always Patsy Cline is now playing. Tickets can be purchased at 941-366-9000 or floridastudiotheater.org.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
The 34th annual Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Festival is underway. For 9 days, the fun includes a golf tournament, a car show, and of course, the races. But it isn't just about the fun. Linda, there is a cause behind this festival.
There is. The main reason the festival was started was to raise money for Suncoast charities, especially those for young people and for children. And when some charter fishing boat captains learned that most of these kids and adults with disabilities had never been on a boat, they'd never caught a fish, they decided to change that. So every year on the Wednesday morning before the Grand Prix boat races, a group of Suncoast boat captains turn down all charters, all money, and take these people with disabilities out on their boats and help them catch a fish. The boat captains use all their expertise to make sure these guys do catch a fish. And when they do, you have never seen such smiles. The boat captains are smiling even bigger than the fishermen. I've been with them so many times over the year, and it's always the best day of the year for me. Many of these people are in wheelchairs that are so big and so heavy it takes several strong men to get them on a boat. And each one needs somebody beside them to help them, to bait the hook, to help them catch a fish, and to help them celebrate when they do, Joey. And they just make sure every person catches a fish and has something to take home. Then they go back in, everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets lunch, and you say, how big was your fish? And everybody there will tell you, some are nonverbal, but they know how to say this big. And as the day goes on, the fish get bigger and bigger. So they get to be a part of the thing that we're a part of all the time. They live beside the water, now they get to go out on it for one day a year, and they are so thrilled when they do.
Oh, how wonderful. You know, I was not aware of this. I know, I think sometimes the Grand Prix Festival is so much fun that we lose sight of some of the great things that they do because we're thinking about the boat races and then the parties and everything. But is this the first time for a lot of the folks that get to participate? Is this the first time they've been on a boat?
Yes, because it's very hard to get those big wheelchairs on a boat. So just a mom and dad couldn't do that. And then you've got to have somebody watching so closely to make sure that everybody is safe and everybody's having fun and nobody gets scared. But the fishermen, the boat captains are funny because they know where all the fish are, but how do you make sure, absolutely sure, that every one of these kids catch a fish? And some of them are adults, like in their 50s, and never got to catch a fish before.
What's really cool too about that event are a lot of our local first responders volunteer as well. I'm sure you see the Sheriff's Office, Sarasota Police Department, a lot of the firefighters come out and they actually volunteer to help the kids, get them off and on the boat and fit. It's an awesome event.
Yes, it is. It says where our heart is.
Yes.
We love the parties, we love the races, we love all those fun things we can do. But our hearts are with those kids and with those adults that are facing challenges that are easy for us. So the least we can do is to come out one day a year. Now, let me tell you this, you can't go. It's only for the children with disabilities, the adults with disabilities, and the boat captains, but there are lots of things you can do.
What a nice
It
thing.
is going to be so great. There is a free Grand Prix Fan Fest. You do not want to miss this one. It's under a big tent in the Van Wezel parking lot. It's going to be on both Saturday and Sunday, and you can see a live stream of the races, plus live music, food, and drinks. Just go to Sarasota Powerboat, grandprix.org. Next, Books to Die For from Bookstore One.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Me. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, I love technology. Hey, yo, check out my new phone. Look at this right here. For years, the DeSoto Club has needed improvements. Join me and Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County as we raise money to build a brand new facility. It will be bigger and better, just like it was 40 years ago when I attended. Invest in kids, build great futures.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Once you get atrial fibrillation, you need to have a very close relationship with your primary doctor. Prevention is the whole ball game here, because once you have a stroke, you can't undo it. A year without stroke is a year that you can enjoy doing the things that you've worked all your life to finally get to do. You took care of yourself. You did what is necessary for you to be around one more year. And then next year, we'll celebrate one more year without a stroke.
Hi, I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. No one should face breast cancer alone. When I was diagnosed 36 years ago, there was no internet, and I had to make a decision with little information. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. To learn what every woman needs to know about breast cancer, visit nbcf.org/hope.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. Let's check back in the kitchen with Chef Mel from Whole Foods. And Mel, I know that we are doing some summer seasonal menu ideas, but you just got to experience a different season. Tell us about your trip.
Well, it was like the beginning of summer in England brings with it like a whole new crop of fantastic vegetables. Like it was awash with like beautiful asparagus, and strawberries were just coming in. And there's like something about that summer England thing with Wimbledon and everything else that was just like very evocative for me. And I ate a lot of like delicious strawberry things and wandered around in the sunny London.
Oh.
Just hearing her say it.
Yes, yes. You never hear sunny London
No,
as
you
a
don't.
phrase.
It's
That's
cloudy,
a new one.
cloudy London. Yeah.
Well, we are excited to join you later on in the kitchen to make some great items for sunny Sarasota and the Suncoast. We'll see you in a little bit. It is the perfect time of year to grab a book and head to the beach. Elsie Souza from Bookstore One in Sarasota is here to help us make our summer reading lists. And Elsie, you say all of these books are to die for. What's the theme?
Okay. So I always say to die for everything. It's like anyone who knows me knows that. But seriously, we do book clubs during the summertime in the store. You know, people live here all year round. It's not just a wintertime kind of thing, as all of us know. And so these books are attached to book clubs that we actually have at Bookstore One during the summer.
So do you encourage everyone, I've never done a book club and I feel like I need to try, do you encourage them to read the book well before they get there? Or
Yes, okay. Absolutely. Come to the store, they're on the shelves, they're in a very select location. Purchase the book, you know, read it at your leisure at home, and then come to the store and enjoy, you know, our book club. So I don't make this intimidating for people. People are intimidated when they're reading, and they don't feel very comfortable about coming to a book club because they think they might not know enough about it or whatever. But that's not the intent. It's to come in. It's a social kind of a thing too. So
and you've given us a little bit of time. This next book club is Tuesday, July 17th, and of course that is at Bookstore One. And the first book that you're featuring on today's list is part of that?
Yes, it's Under the Harrow, and it's by Flynn Barry, and it won the Edgar Award, which is the highest award that any mystery writer can earn in the United States. And so it's a psychological thriller. You would love.
Oh, I love it.
You love it already. And it's a story about two sisters and what happens to their lives. And to win that award, let me tell you, you have to be good. So that's what we're featuring.
Oh, great. All right. What's
so
next?
Besides Mysteries to Die For Book Club, we also have Lost in Translation. I love translations from you know, from different languages into English. And this one here is a Nobel Prize winner, and it is the Occupation Trilogy, and it's by Patrick Modiani. And he is famous for writing about France during World War II. And the French is still grappling with what happened during the war, and he has become the conscience of France. So it's very intriguing, and people will enjoy it.
All right.
So then in August, we're featuring Peter May, who has become a favorite of Bookstore One, and our book that's being featured is The Fire Maker, and The Fire Maker is set in China. It's a story about a detective who meets a forensic pathologist, and their interrelationship.
It's getting better and
You're
better.
right.
Linda wants all of these books. I can tell this is right up her alley.
And so then we head to Turkey for Lost in Translation, and Orhan Pamuk is the most famous of the Turkish authors that we know here in America, and it's called My Name is Red. It's the story of the Sultan, and he decides he wants a book translated, and he finds some people who are going to do it. And it's really a great, you would like this one too.
Oh, somebody gets killed.
There we go, there we go. Then we'll be featuring Time is a Killer by Michel Boussy, who's a famous French author. And it literally is the story of, it's a thriller. And it's set in Corsica. So we have all this intrigue going on. And then the last one will be Chronicle of the Murdered House by Lucio Cardoza. It's set in Brazil, and it's the story about this family and how it evolves through the years, and obviously there's a murder in the house.
Somebody gets killed. Yep.
So those are the books we're featuring. And a special thing we do in the summertime at Bookstore One, we feature self-published authors every Thursday, starting in July, right through the end of September. And we're very proud to feature people who have self-published a book. And it's something that we give to the community. So come in and join us.
How do you choose?
So this is what happens. So they submit their names and their information, and frankly, I don't go crazy over seeing the content of the book as much as is the focus on them and the fact that they published a self-published book, and then we choose the names and there they go. And for some of them, it's the first time they've ever been involved in any kind of an author event. So it's very exciting.
Oh, yes.
And their friends come and visit, and sometimes they bring food, and it's just a great time.
Oh my,
It's a party. It's
So,
a party.
all right, so the first book that you featured is the one that will be featured in this upcoming book club.
Right.
Any advice for someone who is looking to come to the book club for the first time?
Well, I just say come and just come and enjoy, read the book, obviously. Even if you've read part of the book, you just to come and experience, and we have a core group of people who come to the book clubs. And, we not only, obviously, we talk about the book, but then we discuss life and what's going on in Sarasota. And a lot of them go to lunch after, because we hold them at 11 a.m. So it's a great time, and having 93 restaurants downtown, everyone's focused on going to lunch after. So yeah, just enjoy.
It seems like a great idea if you loved the book, or if you're even struggling with the book,
There
that
you
you have
go.
a group of people that can maybe help you
you learn new
through.
things about
And some people do not like the book, and they're very vocal.
And that's
about
okay
that.
too, right?
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go.
What a great idea. What a great thing to do for the summer. You can find these books and many more at Bookstore One on Palm Avenue, right here in downtown Sarasota, or you can go to their website for the full list of events and authors that will be coming. Go to sarasotabooks.com. Coming up next, we're going to dig inside a popular beauty subscription box.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Cyber warfare attacks are targeting the devices you constantly carry in your pocket. How to protect your information from getting into the wrong hands. Plus an update now on one of the most highly anticipated projects in Sarasota in recent years. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob.
Well, some dangerous lightning again heading toward the beaches right now down into South Sarasota County near Northport. The line is moving southeast to northwest, and the sea breeze is already there, and so it's starting to fire up right along that sea breeze front. You can see that activity really quite intense now near Sarasota. Again, I-75 stretching from University down again toward Clark Road. The heaviest weather by far into Northport. Quite a few lightning strikes there. This one's going to start generating it, I think. We'll have much more coming up at 5.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
At Boys and Girls Clubs, it's not just about trying new things.
Tanya, come here.
Learning the right steps.
2, 3, 4.
Or making contact. It's not just about exploring the future. It's about helping them build it. It's about making the connection. It's about proving every kid and teen who enters our doors has what it takes. Great futures start here.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
You can find a subscription box for just about anything, and they also make great gifts and care packages during camp and college. Well, Suncoast View producer Kaylee Green is here to unbox one of her favorites, the popular Fab Fit Fun. All right, how does this work, this box?
Okay. So this box is $49.99 and you can get it online. I have always seen it from people that I follow on Instagram, and I was just a big fan of it. And when I finally got it, I was able to see everything inside and kind of determine what I liked, what I would probably buy, and what maybe I didn't like as much.
See, I like the honest answer, because the worst thing you want to do is if you send a box to someone who's at college or at camp, you just hope they like it. You have no idea. So for $49.99, you get
all of
a number of products inside.
Yes.
And it's always different each month?
Yes.
This is a monthly thing.
Yeah, so this is a monthly thing. So what they sent me was actually the editor's box. And there's a box for every season for spring, summer, fall, winter. Yeah, and so when they run out of that box, if you still want to order it, you can get the editor's box, which is favorites of all of the seasons on all of the past boxes that they've actually had. So that's what they sent me. So it's a bunch of the favorites that people have given good feedback to.
Oh, great. All right, so what did you like?
So what I liked was, we're going to start with this makeup case, and I think it's just absolutely adorable. And not only that, but it has so much storage.
Oh, how convenient.
I know. So we can put all your brushes in here, which is a huge thing for me. Is I never know where to put my brushes.
Just a little bit so we can see it.
So we'll put it like that. And then a huge bottom compartment to put all of your makeup. So it's great for traveling, which I love, and I know I'm going to use that.
And traveling to work and back.
Yes.
So that one was a win. That's a win.
That was a win. I would buy it. It's actually $58 retail value. So it's more than the entire box.
You got your money's worth.
Exactly. All you needed was the makeup bag. Okay. So the next thing that I loved was this hand cream, which I know you were talking about that you love this brand. It is absolutely so soft, and it is good for sensitive skin, which I have.
What is the brand?
I love Ahava.
Okay. It's from the Dead Sea in Israel.
So it's very, I loved this lotion. It smells very clean, very organic, and this was a win for me,
So is this a great way to try a bunch of different products without having to buy each one?
Exactly.
But it is still like a slot machine. You don't know what you're going to get.
And but there are so many different brands, and there's always going to be something you like, because it's not just makeup, it's lifestyle. So it has health stuff, it has fitness, it has makeup, it has all different stuff. It depends on the month. So the next thing that I loved was this. So this is an eye mask from Free People, which is probably one of my favorite brands ever. So the reason that I liked this was, first of all, it's vegan, and I know that a lot of people are vegan and very into wanting vegan products, not just eating vegan.
Now, why would an eye mask be vegan? I just have to ask.
So I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this, which is the inside gel, and you put it in your freezer, and then you can put it on your face. It'll cool down your face, which is great for summer, especially in Florida.
Okay.
So I really do love that, and that was one of my wins.
Linda, that would be good for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The material, or maybe
the material, it is leather. It's leather. It's
Okay.
vegan leather.
Oh, it's leather.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh, I like it better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's really
All right.
All
What's
right,
next?
so the next thing. This is this is kind of a tongue twister. The Trina Turkish towel. So try saying that 3 times fast. It is incredibly soft. It's so soft. It's very soft. But it is $78 retail value.
Oh my.
I would honestly never pay that much for a towel, but the fact that I got it in the box, I love it and I'm going to use it,
that's
which
great.
is honestly one of the best things about FabFitFun.
All right, so there might be some things. It's good that there were things in there you liked,
Yes.
but part of the thing is that there might not be. You might not love all of the products.
Exactly.
So what did you not really care for?
So this one was kind of an in-betweener for me. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. What it was is it's like, I'm gonna try to get it out of the box. It's kind of like a loofah.
Okay.
But it already has soap in it. So it's soap infused. It smells incredible.
Okay.
I'm not a huge loofah person. So that's the
Yeah.
only reason I personally don't
smell
love it.
good.
It smells incredible. It's great for people who like to use loofahs. Like I mentioned, I have sensitive skin, so I use like special soap anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I would particularly buy, but it's really great and I will probably use it. And it's multi-use, so if you do like them, you can use it more than once.
It does seem like the downside, though, is that
Yeah.
you only get so many products, and if there isn't one you like, well, then that's one of the 8, right?
Well, yeah, what Linda was saying, you can just re-gift it. Give it
That's true. All right, I hope you know one you know.
Yeah,
None of your
right.
friends are watching. Well, it is. Thank you. It's nice to get an objective opinion about these subscription boxes. You can find out more from Kaylee. You can actually read her overview online at suncoastview.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to tell you about a new way that you can catch Suncoast View.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now, we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
Well, we love to hear from our viewers, and I heard from a number of our viewers through social media, through email, through actually being even stopped out over the weekend, as there is going to be a new 4 p.m. newscast happening weekdays here at ABC 7. What's going to happen to Suncoast View? And we're so glad that so many of you are concerned. Good news. We are not going anywhere. You won't be able to catch us at 4 p.m., but you will be able to catch us every weekday at 9 a.m. So you'll still be able to find us in the morning. And I did get asked the question, but I prefer to watch you in the afternoon. What should I do? Luckily, there are options. You can watch that day's show later on. You can find it on our website. You can also watch our show anytime you want on any of our streaming apps. These are all free. You can find ABC 7 on Apple TV, on Roku, on Amazon Fire TV. You can also find our show and our segments online at suncoastview.com.
This is scary, Joey. I say a lot of things between the breaks that I would never say on television, and now I'll be saying them on
yes.
television.
I often joke that there's a whole other show that happens behind the scenes, and we're going to give you a little more of that. So starting July 2nd, wake up with us. You can catch us at 9 a.m. And we also have some other exciting news coming later in the summer, but we can't let that out just yet. But we will see you at 9 a.m. every day, and we're going to be heading into the kitchen with Chef Mel from Whole Foods.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC 7 News app.
When ABC 7 declares a first alert weather day, it means we can expect major changes to weather conditions here along the Suncoast.
It means there could be severe, potentially dangerous weather ahead.
We tell you when a first alert weather day is coming because we want you to be prepared.
A first alert weather day is an advance warning. We'll let you know about any changes in the weather when the first signs appear.
ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Manatee County students will head back to class in just 7 weeks, and still not a single school guardian has been hired. What parents and students can expect on the first day of school. In our first alert traffic report, right now we're seeing a crash on 5th Street at US 41 and Cortez Road. It is causing some minor backups as you head west in that area. Now back to Bob for another look at our forecast.
Well, here they come, Scott. Again, showers and storms coming from the southeast to the northwest. We are looking for this activity to continue to move on shore. Again, throughout the evening, expect these scattered storms to produce some dangerous lightning. Here I am. Some rain around, pretty heavy now throughout Sarasota County, all progressing to the beaches, so you're in danger there. Those storms and that lightning within 12 miles of your location, even though it's not raining where you're at, it can send out these bolts from the blue. More on that coming up today at 5. See you then.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
Everyone's buzzing about Suncoast View.
I like watching the Suncoast View.
I like the Suncoast View.
The cooking segments, I love the recipes. The theater segments are terrific.
Join Stephanie Roberts, Linda Carson, and special guests on Suncoast View for hot topics, everyday issues, celebrities, food, fashion, fitness, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits.
They're just fun.
For smart, fun talk in the afternoon, watch Suncoast View, weekdays at 4 on ABC 7.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Mel from Whole Foods Market. What are we making today?
Well, I talked a little bit earlier about seasonality, and like the thing is, when you go into the grocery store, like I know you go with your list and you're like, oh, I'm making this for dinner.
Yep.
Okay. What you have to have is a little bit of imagination, because obviously when you walk in, stuff that's in season, stuff's on sale.
Absolutely.
Think about accommodating that. So today, when I walked into the store, white peaches were on sale. Beautiful, really seasonal. They look really lovely. They taste really phenomenal. So I'm like, okay, let's build a salad around white peaches. And like the reason that you should do it really is because like anything that's abundant, you're going to get a better price for it. It's going to taste better.
Right.
And it's also like, right now we don't want to be like doing any kind of like heating up the kitchen, because already it's like 92 outside.
And I have to ask the obvious question, what is the difference between a regular peach and a white peach?
They're just literally the colour.
No difference in taste?
Here.
I could tell that right away.
It's
Here,
just
taste
aesthetic.
White peach for you. White peach for you.
Thank you.
Joey, white peach.
I thought there was going to be some
so good.
amazing answer.
Did you? Did you? I mean, I guess the flavour is slightly different. There's definitely like it's a little bit subtler. You know me, I'm known for me subtlety. So that's what I brought today. So in here we have avocado sliced up. I mean, obviously avocados, we love them all the time.
Good with anything.
White peaches in there and a poblano pepper. I'm using poblanos in everything these days. I don't know why, it's my latest obsession. Also into there, just because I saw them at the store and they're totally in season, the fresh fig.
Oh,
look at that.
I was wondering what that was.
Oh, fresh
I don't think
fig.
I've ever
Don't
had
eat
a
the
fresh
outside,
fig.
just
I
eat the
did.
inside.
We had them in Georgia.
Yep, Georgia is known for fantastic figs.
My dad grew figs.
It's the taste of like, really, it's the taste of Middle Eastern cookery. It's the taste of like, just summer. It's like really delicious. And
That's
you can
very
fry them
good.
in and you can eat the outside, but like, I'm going to put them on the side as a garnish. Anyway, they're all in there. Also,
wow, that's good.
pea tendrils. Years ago, we just threw them away. These days, we eat them. So pea tendrils, break those up, throw those in with the arugula.
I just saw those yesterday at Whole Foods, and I thought to myself, what in the world would you do with those?
Really good in a sandwich too.
Ah,
really nice in a sandwich. And then in here, I've got mint and cilantro, but instead of chopping it really fine, I've left it big and leafy, so it's going to be like a part of your salad. So into there, all of that poblano, peaches,
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
arugula. Over here, lemon tahini dressing. So we're definitely got a little Middle Eastern here.
And is the pepper a spicy pepper?
Poblanos have got a little bit of heat to them, I have to say. So is this a child-friendly dish? Probably a little bit complicated, but I imagine your cosmopolitan children will be all over it.
Oh, my children are so mature.
This is going to go, you're going to put, on the bottom, you're going to put a big handful of your arugula and your pea tendrils there, and then you're going to just dress the top of it with all of this lovely lemony, tahini gorgeousness. Some nuts on top of there for us. These are candied
I'm going to sneak this
walnuts.
over so we can
so
see
funny.
it a little better.
Because
Because this is gorgeous.
You saw those nuts
I
yesterday?
did, yes.
Isn't that funny that you were having a premonition
I
of what you were going to make?
But that is kind of the point, is that you picked things that were all in season and featured at Whole Foods.
Well, and ironically, that she noticed all these things and was like, oh, that's great, what will I do with that?
Right.
Here's your answer.
I know. Yes.
And we're going to top it just with a little bit of goat's cheese, because we love goat's cheese.
Oh, yes.
Easy summer salad.
Well,
Beautiful
there's lunch.
seasonal things, and it's not going to kill you, because you know I like to not kill you guys.
Wendy, we do appreciate that. You also brought a couple other options of summer dishes.
Yeah, ready cooked in the chef's case at the Sarasota store downtown. Chicken and fennel salad. Let's put fennel in everything. Fennel tastes delicious. Super summery, really good for you. And the other one is like a vegan pad thai. So it's got kind of a lot of lime in there, some chickpeas and cilantro. And basically just like, we don't want to be cooking. And for during the summer months, just make a delicious composed salad, add chicken if you will, add some shrimp, move on through.
I love it. And this looks like a perfect summer salad. Thank you. You can find Chef Mel at Whole Foods. Let's bring Candace's kids in, Candace's daughter and her friends. Yes.
We're going to taste this.
It's summertime. Great to have the kids here in the studio today. And great thing to do with the kids this summer is the circus spectacular at the historic Oslo Theater inside Ringling Museum grounds. Go to ringling.org. You can catch that through July 28th. All right. Thank you, Mel.
My pleasure.
Always great ideas here, and you can find them right here. I just want to go shopping with you at Whole Foods.
Do you cosmopolitan children like that? You like the look of it?
Yeah, it smells good.
Great.
See?
All right. Well, we're going to get
it.
these kids some good dinner. Candace, congratulations again on being recognized by the Chamber. Join us tomorrow, another fun-filled day. But in the meantime, take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view.